Hello YouTube. Today I am going to update the Oulton Park 992 and maybe the Aston setup. Both of these were made with 1.9.5 and both of these cars had a major update. The 992 had damper updates and the Aston is, well, I think a rear yaw and maybe hitbox. I don't remember, but it's completely different now. So definitely need some fine tuning. I deleted the old 992 setup and we'll start from scratch. Also needs front brake ducts at 3, definitely. Just eyeballing the pressures. Inner should be higher, outer should be lower, like that maybe. And I won't change other things. This baseline is from Kailame, I think.
Green light, show them what you got.
But it has a very nicely set dampers by default, which will be redone, definitely due to the bumpiness of Oulton, but let's see. First I have to check the tires anyways. So. Oh yeah, it has much shorter gears than the Mustang. I definitely have to get used to that. And of course a completely different behavior and engine configuration than the Mustang, so but I always loved driving the 992. Such a fun car. Too bad it eats the rear tires. If it would not, I would race it on ERA. Although it's too late now, but I could race it on Thursday and race a more endurance oriented car on Sunday. Since I'm switching between cars anyways, would not be a big issue for me. But it's too late, I already started both of them with the Aston, which is fine, that's a great car. Would have loved to do this season with the Mustang, because that car really fits me. But the staff decided they won't let the Mustang in for this season, because basically the Mustang was released like 2 days before season start, and rightfully they decided they won't let an unbobbed car into the season. I don't blame them, but that was the right choice. So. Okay, the car is very snappy. Let's do a few laps without using the curbs. Oulton is a weird track in that way. You have to really push it in order to make the tires up to the temps. You can just drive it a bit softly. Rear cams are okay. The rear ones are a bit hotter as always with the Porsche, but it's understandable. The weight of the car pushes the rear tires. They squirm a lot, they generate heat. That's how it is. Okay, one more lap and I will check the tires with Montec. Because there's no reason to do any other kind of setup yet while the front tires are barely in the window and the rear tires are barely at the top of the window. That can be fifth gear there probably. Okay, I really have to get used to the much more prominent turn in compared to the Mustang. Okay, Motec. Oh, let's see. You got no tire loss, pressure loss, that's good, and the fronts need plus. Oh, yeah. The fronts need plus 8 on the left and 5 on the right. Eight and 5. And hello, Seahole. Why I don't even Seahole. Sorry, I cannot pronounce that. And the rights need +2 and -1. Okay, I did those changes in the setup. And let's save it as our baseline. And probably we will need more right height, although with 53 usually the Porsche can do 50. Never mind. Yep. Let's do a few laps and start to make the proper setup changes. really bumpy there. Still not going to use the curves yet. Give one more lap for the tires. Also, one thing I want to do is, I always forget, is give my shifters more debounce. Because I did miss shift once, I mean double shifted once during my race at Sunday. Did not lost many time, like half a tenth, nothing serious, but it's better not have that issue. So the setup is already faster due to the proper items. Probably the higher front pressures does not let the front hit that much of the ground. I mean, tire pressure, low tire pressure had let the car go, the front right height go more down, like dynamically. It can be more compressed. You still have a huge bottoming out there, and probably it won't be nice here. Yep. Yep. Very yep. You need much more there. So let me check if everything is fine with the stream. I hope the voice is okay, because people is coming and going, which usually make me a bit cautious, like OBS is doing weird things again. So if anything wrong with the delay or something, please tell me. That's always very useful feedback. But on my side, it looks okay. Oh ho ho ho. One more lap, but these bottoming outs are really violent. Okay, so after this lap, I go to Mopec, check a few things.
Well done, mate.
So Motec says our tire pressure is probably still not good enough, and we had a few, but we had a big tire loss on the left, so it should have been okay. That's always very annoying. the dampers are very flat, and on the front they are much more in the bump. So not. Well, actually, the fast bump looks okay. The slow bump, the fast rebound is not. And the suspension travel is very bad. There's a huge eating into it here, which is a right-hander. That should be fine, but many of the bumpy parts does not like the low bump stops. So he'll do a lot of things. First of all, I will decrease the rear toe because I will increase the front ride height a lot without increasing the rear ride height. So the toe will make it a bit more happy to turn in and less oversteer out of the corner. Maybe that will bite me in the arse with increasing the bump stop range and compensate with a bit more rate. And we have more ride height at the front, but the rear is untouched. I will go around and open both the front by 1 and the rear by 2. I said yeah. Fast are already maxed out, so that's weird. You can give it some rebound at the rear, some bump at the rear. Let's see. Also, tires are very nice. Maybe I'll try 3. And I'm thinking about this. Should I try more brake ducts at the rear? The fronts are very cold. Let's see if it can handle 2 ducts at the front. A bit less brake bias due to less rake. Probably need like 3 clicks less starting pressures due to the more brake ducts at the front. And I won't touch the rear yet because they are not horrible, and probably will be more balanced with the front now. Oops. Really start to get worried. The chat is really quiet today. Put in mind. The front tires are much more heated now. The right front is even too overheated. The left cuts are okay. Right cuts are not tested yet. So we have way too much pressure at the front. So it's not a perfect representation. Like 2 clicks left less at the front and plus 1 at the left rear. So due to the less aggressive rear bump stops and less rake, I have much more understeer in the high speed corners, especially in the throttle. But it's not horrible. It was a bit oversteered before, now it's a bit understeered. I have to find a really nice middle way. Okay, fully at the front left. And I don't need more at the rear left now. Just needs more time to reach the proper pressures. Still bottoming out here and there. Yep, 3 at both fronts. Steerer. Okay, so I say 3 clicks at the front. So I used one of the used tires, but it doesn't matter much. And check a few things in Multec again, especially how the rear suspension is handled. Yeah, it's much better now. Like if you compare it to this one, you can see we are not bottoming out. Not at all. That's very nice. Dampers are still flat. Nothing I can do about that. I don't want to increase the slow ones that much. I will increase it a bit, but Nothing super serious. So I will symmetrically increase the slow dampers to have even more dampening by 2 click. I will give more front right height, get back some rake with 5 more at the rear, and I will increase the rear veer rate even more and even the bump stop rate because I want more dynamic right height at the rear too. And with the bump stop I want more high speed cornering. Also, I did not check if we even engage. Yes, we engaged the bump stops at the rear outer tires. That's good. And grab new tires now. Also, I think I can try like even less brake bias. Well, I increased the rear right height, so I won't yet. And save it. Let's see. I love tools. Well, let's just restart. That was weird. That was very weird. Some of the off-throttle rotation came back with the increased rate. Because I increased the front right height by 2, but the rear by 5. That felt very nice out of the corner. That one too, but we still have low tire pressure, so too early to get any meaningful feeling out of the car yet. Okay, better rotation there off throttle, as expected. We have more bump stop, more rake. That bomb there is savage. Straight. Definitely had more rotation there. Okay, a bit better in the high speed. Still cannot lean on the rear as much as I would like to. I will try to stiffen up the rear more with the bump stops. So let me check something. Okay, it looks fine. Maybe just not many people around today. That felt very good. Mid-speed rotation is very nice. And the high speed is lacking. You're bottoming out there. I'm not sure if I want to increase the ride height even more or just accept it as it is. The thing is, you lose many times there, and also like I like a car setup dependable. So I have a lot of front tire pressures. Was I stupid and increased it instead of decreased? Don't remember. Or the increased dampers heat the front tires that much more, but it would be weird, but not something which is impossible. Yeah, it's really bottoming out there. Let me check it. That's a huge bottom out. Because the Mustang did handle that with much lower ride height. Let's go nuts. I said much more rear dampers and let's see those front tire pressures. Are they stupid or not? 58, 59. Oh, I just did not set it lower. Okay. Stupid me. So even more ride height, front and rear, and much more bump stop range. Too early to judge, but it felt like I could lean on more in the rear bump stops. Those tires look tired. They were lying on their side. That definitely feel better too, but still low pressures. Also, since the front tires are not balloons now, it had to. Alright. Even more stops. Probably I will even give one anti-roll bar at the rear. Hello, Virus. How are you? On this lovely day. Yeah, it's a 6-cylinder rocket. Fed by rear tires. Still bottoms out there, okay. I would say that right-hander is just a no-no for this car, and I go back to the lower right height. If it cannot handle it with 64 millimeters of front right height, there's no reason to forcing it. Just lose way more time elsewhere on the track due to less front aero in those high speed corners than you gain in that one single corner. The way the car handles in the fast speed corners much more nicely now that we got back some of the front aero due to useful front right height. I mean aero wise useful. Fuel +2 at the front left. Anyway, let's try to push a lap. I think this is faster than. Alright. Oh, and not over inflated front tires. Car can handle some off-roading too. Always a good thing. But I don't have enough rotation there. I don't want to increase the rear right height because we have enough rake. I will increase the rear toe and increase the rear right height by 1 then. Be even a bit more aggressive rear bump stops. And probably the toe and some bump stops will help the car. So I did not check the front ones. Are we pushing into the front right heights? Front bump stops, not much, okay. A tiny bit. And check the dampers, but I think they are beyond saving. Oh yeah. Nothing I can do about that. It's a bit nicer, but they feel super flat. So, oh, and the front tires. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Let that be the 5th. If this is fine-ish, I will hop on to the code session next time. It does turn nicely there. Easy on the bump set. We did not lose any pressure there, or at least not much. What you mean? What do you mean by card? Oh, the map. No, the 8 is the fastest engine map on the Porsche. Always been on all the 991s, 991s and 992s. I don't know if the one is much slower, but the 8 is the fastest. Okay, that felt a bit better. It was a bit violent, but the car handled it nicely. Sorry, but I don't speak that language. I need a bit more brake bias to the front, like 50. That felt very good. That's weird. I think I have to put the front bump stop back to 19. That saved us from a lot of those sliding around. huge bump there. To avoid it. That felt super good compared to the previous iterations. That felt a bit understeering. What I will do is put back some of the front bump stop. 2 was better at lowest, and I will decrease the front anti-roll by bar by 1 and put back the right height where it was. This should give us some oversteer in the slow corners and more stability in the fast corners, but let's see. Brake bias back to 50. Easy on the tires yet? Should be more easy on the tires than that. Overshot it. Well, at least the rear tires are up to 10 now. Or they will. I still don't speak that language, I am very sorry. Let's see. You overshot that corner? Never mind. Much more stable here. Yes, I speak English, but apart from your first sentence, it was like Portuguese or Spanish or something, which I don't speak. It should not be slower in the street. Okay, this setup feels good. I will finish this lab, and hop into the code session where I try to make a few auto laps and set the tires, and also, well, I will first try to set the quali here. At least I will have quali tire temps if there's any meaningful change.
Well done, mate.
So this one felt good. I will save it. Delete the others. And see if I can make a quali setup which is better than the race setup. It's not always the case with me. Sometimes I just cannot extract more pace with a more extreme setup. For quali setup, since tires are expandable, I will go max or min camber at the rear, negative to more negative to at the front, and otherwise I won't. Well, maybe ABS2 and TC4, less fuel. Let's try it. Eight is theoretically the fastest, yes. There's no question about that. If you are slower with 8 than another map, then you have like on a brink of using and not using TC out of a few corners, and you are faster without TCing with a lower map, and that's why you have better straight line speed, because you have a better exit. But the fuel map itself, 8 is the fastest. The way I deliberately not increased or decreased the front right height, probably we will bottom out, but we will see. Because the Porsche has the fuel at the front, it could be that it won't bottom out. Front engine cars usually have issues with low fuel bottoming out on the front. We'll try even TC3. Okay, really shoots out of the corners. I have to brake before the dip there to not get behind my line. This felt great. Bump was great. Definitely more pace is extractable with the quali setup. Usually that's the case with the Porsche, but not with all the cars I set up. Yeah, like half a second easily. Maybe I'll try even more rake with it. But first I will check the tires.
Well done, mate. That's the fastest lap.
Yep, braking before the dip helps, like I gained right all the time lost in P1. Front right and rear left needs one less click. Okay, that was a bit violent. Oh, I did not increase the brake bias. I will have to do that with the other setup too. And this one too. Okay, rear left is 2 clicks. Although I had a slide. Rear right needs one less click too. And fuel wise, I don't dare to do -3, just -2. Okay, so 2 less fuel, 1, 2, 1, and I will decrease them all around by 1 more. Brake bias is 50, TC3 was okay. and well, it was fine. I have to save the race setup too with 50 brake bias. And let's hop on to the code session. My race lap time was like 34 flat something, and quali was 33.7. So let's save that. Why not? It's free. And first let's do the race. 2 at the front, 2 at the rear. Decrease the rear by 4. Let's try to make a
Green light,
nice lap.
good luck again.
Only how less violent the race setup is than the quali setup. Oh, and I did not increase the tire pressure, stupid me. +6 all around. With the -4 at the rear, that should be fine. That feels good. Nice, dependable yet fast. The only part where it sometimes be hairy is in turn 2, probably, or 3, the left-hander after the dip. But it's not trying to kill you there either, just get some oversteer slide, or not oversteer, just slide. I mostly killed that with putting the front right bump stops back 19 or 12, 20, I don't know. Too late on the brakes. Solved with cutting the left-hander a bit.
Well done, mate. It's the fastest lap so far.
Or shot it. Lead brakes minus 92. Yeah. What was my target time here? LFM 101 is 33.2. I did an invalid 33.4 and was on a much better pace. So low 33s are definitely on the table. Let's try it again. I love this car to death. Such a fun car to drive. Hold it again. But I invalidated on the first corner because otherwise it is a very nice lap. I mean, I probably invalidated it. Let's see. Yep. A bit too much. Good. Finally not invalidating it now. Just have to nail the rest of the lap. Oops. Misshift. The shifters are so soft on this Sunny 12S wheel. Sometimes misshift, sadly. Never mind, it will be a bit better lap for Delta.
Well done, mate. First class.
travel it again. By the way, I would lie if I say I'm not enjoying it. It's always a thrill to ride this beast. And we are not on the Holly setup yet. That will be an even more thrilling thing to drive. I should do a later but more sharp turning at even. Not like that. Let's grab new tires. The T1 is just hard to nail. You really want to get a great exit out of it. Do you wanna see a trick how to make the fastest lap on Oulton Park? So the fastest way to make a super fast lap on Oulton Park is this. Flawless. Like, you will finish a sub 1 minute lap. Huh? Minus 36 second delta. Awesome. Yeah. 58 seconds. Oh, come on.
Well done, mate. Fastest lap so far.
Too much in the inside. No. Okay, I will try the quality a bit. Oh, and need 2 clicks on the right. Mm, 5 by 5 and 4, 8, 5, no. That's 1, 2, 3, 2. Which means 1, 2, 3, 2, 5, 7, 5, 9, 5, 0, 5, 4. 5, 7, 5, 9, 0, 5, 4. And yep. It was some quick math to have the same deltas between the race and quali setups and new tires. Let's see. It's super pointy compared to the race setup. The Porsche is always mad fast with the quali setup. Release on the tires, but I will push the next one. Those tires looked tired. Let's see what I can do. Could that be that Oulton is a track where you can be faster in a hot session? It's very weird. But the grip on that first corner is awesome. I overshot this one a bit. Have to brake before the dump. Hold up the downshifter first. Getting it tired a bit. I think it would be better if this setup would be with 14 fuel, so I could do one more lap. Because basically we need 2 laps to get proper tire pressures. And tire pressures were great. So next try. We'll try TC5 4. So I'm just sliding a lot with my left foot.
Well done, mate. Personal fastest lap.
Hello, Nados. It's very nice to hear. I wish you great racing with them. How much left with these tires? Maybe I'll read your comment in a second, just to finish this lap. Oh yeah, the Porsche is always a tricky car, but it's very rewarding. Red Bull is the 45-minute race? This, yes, because Oulton is 25. Well, probably you eat a lot of rear tires there. That track is a real tire killer by default. But I'm glad you're having fun with it. I always love the Porsche, so I understand you. Yeah, you have to get the rhythm, and also if you, oops, that was not how I planned that corner. If you downshift too violently, you can upset the car very much, and let the rear kick out, which is never a good thing because you have to watch out for your rear tires anyways. So try to get the rhythm. I am not too aggressive downshifter because my league mates always complain they kill engines. In my 1500 hours of ACC, never even managed to damage an engine. So yeah, get a feeling of it, like a rhythm. Downshifting violently won't make your braking zones that shorter, so it's not worth it in my opinion. Need the TC3 for rotation. It could be. Although T3 is, if you mean the real T3, not the T3 which most people think the T3 is, because the T3 is the first right-hander at the top, because T2 is a very slight bend in the straight up to the hill. There you can downshift a bit more violently because you're braking upwards. So gravity helps you slowing them more. But normally these cars have like downshift protection. But if you are unlucky and downshift on a bump, you can overrev the engine. Okay, one more lap. Try TC1 at 4 again. That was a hell of an entry. We'll read your comments in a sec. Just need a section where I can pause. Oh yeah. Also, that's a very hard corner without VR or triples, because you cannot see the apex. Okay, that lap is screwed anyways. Oh, this track is hard sometimes. It was my fastest. It was my lap in the hot. Okay, a second slower. Was it? Yeah, it was a second slower. I started to think I'm going mad. Well, I am, but not because of that. Yeah, by the way, for that corner, you have to be on the throttle before the apex. Not as much with the 992, but still. Because otherwise the cars just doesn't have power out of the corner. It's a very tricky to set up. I brake just a tiny bit before the 100 board. Watch out with not going too much to the left, because the strip can hook your tire in and don't let you turn in. And there is a very nice color change on the tarmac. That is the turning point. More or less. Sorry. Okay. I made a Red Bull Ring track guide that I explain it there if you need visual clues. But welcome. Damn it. If she is sticking fully to the right, sometimes just upsets the car. Probably it's more bumpy there, I don't know. Not sticking to the right enough, and you don't have enough turning space to take the corner very fast. But it's a very hard balancing act in the T2 left-hander. Oulton is a super technical track in my opinion. The layout itself is not, but the bumpiness makes it. Also, turn 1 track limit does it too. That again. Yeah, I'm starting to fall apart. Pushing it too hard, not being consistent and precise. Just getting tired. Best all-around car right now is the Mustang if you can drive it. Best all-around car if you want to learn is the BMW M4 or the Aston Martin. The worst out of the modern cars is probably the Honda. The thing has space, definitely, with custom BOP, of course. Without custom BOP, that's hands down the worst. And it's a dev box and eats rear tires even more than the Porsche. Out of all of the cars, the worst car is the Ryder, hands down. Snappy, slow. Yep, I agree, and it's a definition of the slow in fast out style, which I really like, so it really fits me. I love to trail brake rotate a car into the corner, then power out. The Mustang needs that. At least with my setup. I don't know how other people can set it up. I could only set it up that way, and I wanted to set it up that way. Fuck's sake. Fucking first turn, I hate it. And the last one. Those are the worst turns on this track. It says chat disconnected. That's weird. I hope there was not a big blackout or something due to my internet. It looks fine on my side. So I don't know what was that. Oh yeah. Did not try the stang on the power card yet, but for example, when I made the Monza setup, like I did 45.9 or what? That's mad. And I hate Monza. And I suck at it. The thing is, I suck at almost all the fast tracks like Spa, Monza, Power Ricard. Watkins Glen not. I like that. Yet I'm super fast with the Mustang on it, so that's definitely the car carrying me. I crashed on deliberately because I was fed up with the turn one. I thought just press relief, smash it to the wall a bit. Why I have to turn in too late for the damn corner again. I make a stupid mistake again while reading the chat. Yeah, I'm just getting tired, but that's all. I don't know how long the stream is going. Probably more than 2 hours. Usually I start to be tired around 2 hours mark. in weekdays and a bit longer I can do on the weekends when I'm fresh. Off-road tested. It's fine. Now I can of course turn in correctly. Going to shortcut this lap anyways, it's fun. Finally! Okay.
Well done, mate. Personal
I'm happy with that. 3288. What's the LFM here? Oulton 32.3 is the race top 7. So also, what's the LFM book here for the Porsche is Oulton Porsche is minus 21. The car is around 5/10 faster with the custom buff, so it's just low here. Then fine, that lap time is fine with this car. Okay, gents, thanks for joining in, and I will finish this video. I mean, record the video, upload it as a final setup, and have a good night. See ya.